Falcon and the Winter Soldier is the latest Marvel series to hit Disney Plus after the enormous success of Wandavision and is already breaking streaming records. This time, Falcon and Bucky team up and battle against a new villain, who we still don't know who could possibly be, as there are various possibilities. Among these possibilities is Helmut Zemo, the Flag Smashers led by Carly Morgenthau, or even the Power Broker Incorporated, responsible for the strength augmentation of John Walker and Lamar Hoskins, aka Battlestar. Yes, these two right here. Either way, both Falcon and Bucky have individual problems, so today we will be discussing what Bucky's list of names really mean, and most importantly, who are these people. Back in Wakanda, he went through a whole healing process, but he's still dealing with some of his past demons. We can see Bucky is going to therapy, and as part of it, he has this list of people he has to make amends with after all the problems and pain he brought them while working for Hydra as the Winter Soldier. But first, please don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, and ring the bell, so you don't miss any of the new videos. With that being said, we tried to get all the names from it and search each one of them in order to have a clearer picture for the future of the show. So here they are. A. Rostov. The first one we got is A. Rostov. This was actually a good start, as we were able to find some really good info about him. Better known as Colonel Andrei Rostov or the Red Barbarian, he ascended to the rank of general in a communist satellite country. He controlled a large spy network and had a communist agent sent by him to steal the plans for a weapon from Stark Industries. But this agent-named actor wasn't able to get the plans, so the Red Barbarian had him shot as a traitor. Rostov was missing in action for many years until he was revived. He worked as the warden at the gulag Bucky Barnes was serving time in for the killing of 2 Russian citizens many years prior. He lived a life of luxury in the Bahamas with the money he received from the illegal sale of the Zephyr codes he obtained. But he was later taken out by a mysterious sniper, presumably an avenging Winter Soldier. Paul W. Hauser. The second name was also somehow easy to discover. Paul W. Hauser, or Paul Freiherr von Hauser, was an officer in the Wehrmacht during World War II, who commanded the Panzerlehr Division. He was a recipient of the Knight's Cross of the Iron Cross with Oak Leaves of Nazi Germany. Colonel Hauser surrendered the division to the American forces in the Ruhrpakt on April 15, 1945. It could also be a nod to the actor Paul Walter Hauser, who you may have seen starring in Sebastian Stan in the Oscar-winning ice skating biopic, I, Tonya. H. Zemo. This one is probably the most evident one, even if you're just a casual fan. H. Zemo, or Helmut Zemo, could be the key to future episodes of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. He made his first MCU appearance back in 2016 in Captain America: Civil War, and was the vaguely sympathetic villain behind an intricate plot to sow mistrust among the Avengers. He was played by Daniel Brawl by disguising himself as Bucky and causing an explosion that killed King T'Chaka, and later triggering Bucky's Hydra brainwashing. His plan ultimately pitted Steve Rogers and Tony Stark against each other when it was revealed that Bucky was behind the horrifying double murder of Tony's parents during the early 90s. He was born in Sokovia in 1978, so this could mean he'll have something to do with Wanda Maximoff in the future. In Episode 2, the terms wizards was also brought up 2 times, and now that is confirmed, there are witches in the MCU. That can't be a coincidence. L. Kaminsky, or Len Kaminsky, was a notable writer for Marvel Comics, previously working on War Machine, Avengers, Iron Man, and much more. Another name with the same surname appears on the list, but we couldn't find out who it belongs to, so we can only assume it is a relative of Len. C. Kuznetsov might be referring to Soviet scientist Dr. Kuznetsov, who created a robot named Udarnik for his government space program. His superiors were unhappy with the results, as the contest for the moon had ended, and demanded him to build robot soldiers for Earth. Instead, Kuznetsov used all his budget to build a secret rocket to launch Udarnik to the moon, where it arrived on December 14, 1972. Maybe this name could also be tied with another famous android, or better saying synthezoid, named Vision. But wouldn't this foreshadowing be awesome? L. Atwood, or Senator Atwood, actually appears in the first episode. We know she was a Hydra pawn for years, and the Winter Soldier helped her get into office. And after Hydra disbanded, she continued to abuse the power he gave her. Atwood installed in her political office by having the super soldier assassin, Winter Soldier, eliminate any rivals, allowing her to become a senator in New York.
Longer the Winter Soldier. I'm James Bucky Barnes, and you're part of my efforts to make amends.
Later, he was able to record her illegal conversations and turn her over to federal custody. Why Nakajima? Yuri Nakajima had a son named RJ while working at a consulting agency overseas. RJ was killed by someone, although the police were not aware of who it was. They told Nakajima that RJ was simply in the wrong place at the wrong time. Although Nakajima did not believe them, as was explained in the first episode, Bucky is now trying to make amends with Yuri by befriending him. He also intends to tell him the truth, but still hasn't found the courage to do so. That's one of the main reasons that keeps eating him alive. S. Whitaker. This time we have an artist. S. Whitaker, or Steve Whitaker, was a British artist, best known as the colorist in the reprint of V for Vendetta. He also worked on the Super Soldier comics, where the creators took a lot of inspiration from for this new series. David Lloyd, the artist on V for Vendetta, said Whitaker was not only one of the finest colorists Britain has ever produced, but a great artist, a scholar of the comics medium, and a great teacher. J. Weaver. At first we thought the initial was a J, but after some research we think it is in fact a D that stands for Dustin Weaver. He's a professional comic book artist since 2003, and his work has been published by Marvel, Dark Horse, IDW, and more. He could very well be an inspiration for something in the series, or even worked on it to some extent. However, we couldn't find anything about this Weaver on IMDb. These were all the names we were able to find some info, but there are still some names that led to dead ends, like El Talazar, already scratched from the list. C. Holbein, Afghanod, H. Henriksen, Ensari, and T. Osman. So, what do you guys think? Have you found information about the other names? Or have you found more names and clues? Let us know in the comments section. Let's build a community and share our opinions and theories. We love theories. Don't forget to subscribe and give us a like. We really appreciate it. Bye!